Look who's driving.
It's me. I'm in the vlog too, guys.
The mountain poking through the top of the clouds right there. So cool. Quiz. What is the first step in brewing good coffee at home?
Find a coffee that you like.
That's right.
So we're on our way to the bean yard, where they do not use La Barba coffee. They roast their own beans.
All right.
What do you got, Anya?
Got fuzz on me. Gotta look good for the camera. It's annoying. All right, so here we are at the bean yard, and we're meeting our friends here at 2:30. They're gonna show us the syphon method, which is one of my favorite methods. I want the syphon at my house so I can brew in this way. It looks amazing, the heating element with the light and how the science works with the syphon and gravity. It's awesome. So we're gonna go in there and we're gonna check it out. And your name was Rock.
Rock. It's easy to use.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm so bad with names. Yours is Eugene? What is it? Tape. This is the roastery. That's awesome. When you are roasting, what are you aiming for?
Right now we have two Ethiopian, Sidamo and Yagachev. We have to figure out the sweet spot, which is the developing time, developing ratio to make the best flavor.
To make it as sweet as possible. So you're aiming for, like you say, medium, you're aiming for a little bit more body in the coffee then.
So when we serve to the single origin coffee, I'm not just focusing the body, so more this kind of the sweetness or flavors.
Okay.
Yeah. When I do this espresso, I just try to more the making body strong.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you don't roast past second crack?
No.
Never?
Yeah.
With none of
all of our the roasting is just the
first crack. And why is that?
If you go to the second crack, it makes it too much body, and also you lose the unique tasting note or the flavor.
In the second crack, they're shiny. And it's because all the oils have escaped the coffee and you've lost all the flavor.
You already see a lot of those kind of coffees outside. I don't mention this coffee shop name, but
and when you're tasting those coffees, you're mostly just getting the roasting flavors, not so much the coffee flavors. Is that right? Yeah. So that's really interesting. What is your favorite kind of coffee? Like, do you go for like an Ethiopia? Or do you go more for like a Brazil, which is like on the opposite end of the spectrum?
If I choose my favorite, I go with Ethiopia.
Ethiopia, why is that?
It's because you can feel more the sweetness and acidity, and more flavors. Not all the Brazil coffee is the same, but mostly we are using the Brazil coffee for the espresso blend. For the espresso blend, is I usually go develop ratio up to 17 to 18%.
Okay.
But usually the single origins go around the 13% for the espresso customers. It's not like the coffee shops here, like espresso,
right?
Like an S brand.
Yeah. You're still. Yeah. It's still roasted properly. Yeah, not burned, not over roasted. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are with our friend Emma, and she's gonna show us the syphon method. What is the Bean Yard all about? Like, what are you guys trying to create here?
So what we're trying to create is more education for the community, surrounding communities, just so that people know more about specialty coffee, know more about different processes, where the coffee beans come from, where we're sourcing from, all that kind of thing.
Cool, so you want to show us the syphon?
Yeah, for
Let's
sure.
get straight into it.
Yeah, for sure. This one's gonna be very blueberry. It's one of my favorites. So, what we're doing here is we turn on the halogen light. This is a little different than the home brewing process, just because with the home brewing process, you have the Bunsen burner. So this is just a 3 halogen light. I believe it's a little faster, a little easier just for shops as well. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting the water heated up. We do about 374 grams of water to 23 grams of coffee. So it's a 17-to-1 ratio, or no, 22 grams of coffee. So it's a 17-to-1 ratio that we use here at the Bean Yard. Right now I'm using a paper filter. It's honestly just a pour-over filter, ripped in half. And I'm wrapping this filter. What it looks like normally is this. And then you wrap it so that the grounds don't come through.
Cool. You get a little bit cleaner of a cup of coffee with
Definitely.
paper.
Yep.
I've done it with the cloth filter before.
The cloth, yeah. We used to use the cloth, but it was a little bit more high maintenance.
Yeah, it's harder to clean also.
Yeah. So then we'll put it down in this little area, down in the gasket, and then we pull it tight with the little spring right there. Let this go down and wait for it to boil. And then that's when the actual magic happens. Only place the water has to go since it's boiling is up through the tube. So this kind of, it siphons it up. We agitate it with the coffee, which is just stirring it around, getting like a nice whirl going.
Forces all that water upwards, and you have a consistent temperature because the water is being pushed up through the heat and being consistently heated throughout the brewing process. All of the grounds are being evenly extracted.
Yeah, it's my favorite way to drink hot coffee. It's delicious. It actually came from a German woman. She was just tinkering around with different brewing methods one day, and she came up with this, but this model specifically is Japanese, so I think what happened is she created it and then they kind of perfected it. Yeah.
That's so good.
So now that we have the origination story, we're ready to seal off. So we let some of the water get up about halfway before we mix it, just to get a good amount of water to mix the grains with.
This is so cool. I've never seen this.
We do about 10 pretty even stirs. We try to get a little bit of a whirl going in there. And then we leave it on for 20 to 30 seconds, just on the heat, because it allows everything to mix. It extracts all the flavors out of the coffee.
If it was a cloth filter, a lot of the time we would soak the filter for a little bit and then dump the coffee grounds on top. And now as it cools, you should get a drop down of about 20 seconds or so. Right?
Yeah. And you want, we call it, over here we call it a brownie cake.
Okay.
But there's no like specific name for it, but we like to get a nice thick brownie cake. You want it like a circle in the middle, and that means you've got a really nice brew.
Cool. And then you eat it.
Yeah, we eat the ground milk. It's a delicacy
Yummy.
in specialty coffee.
Wow,
It's like
delish.
Rocky Mountain oysters.
Ew.
For sure. Thank you.
Cool. So what coffee did we choose?
We did an Ethiopia Sidamo. So kind of the main flavor you're gonna get right off the bat is blueberry. And then you're gonna get the cocoa notes coming in after. So we like to say it's kind of like a blueberry brownie. And then what we do at our shop is we do a little cup on the side because this is extremely hot. So this will cool down a lot faster so you can taste it and start seeing, because some customers do still like to add cream and everything. So this allows them to know if they want cream, if they don't want cream, start feeling the taste of their coffee before having to wait forever for that one to cool down. So
we'll wait about 5 to 10 minutes before we actually drink the coffee. Okay, so we have given this coffee, this Ethiopia Sidamo. We have some of the information on this coffee. It is a natural process grown at around 2,000 meters in Ethiopia. The variety is heirloom and it has tasting notes of strawberry, blueberry, and mint. So we're gonna go ahead and taste this.
I have a little baby cup.
Immediately, yeah, I get that.
Oh, I so get that mint at the very end.
So the mint, you can taste in the aroma afterwards if you just go. You can like breathe in and the air
It's so
gives
true.
it that aroma. And immediately on your tongue, you get that fruitiness, that berry, that blueberry and strawberry. It's good.
I totally get what she means when she says blueberry brownie, because it's like blueberry at the front. Towards the middle of your palate, you get that brownie, chocolatey, and then at the very end, that wash is mint.
Yeah.
Look
So
at me
it's so
learning about
good.
coffee.
Look what you learning. And so I love the syphon method tends to pull a little bit more out of coffee, and I think it has a lot to do with the even extraction. The grounds are in the water the entire time, so it is evenly extracting into the water, not as a flow, but as a development almost. And so that's why you're getting a more even extraction at a more even temperature, and you're pulling more out of the coffee. A lot of the things that might have been missing in a different method are not missing in the siphon method.
This is the first time I've actually received all the tasting notes that I was told would be there. I want one of these now.
Yeah.
I love this method. This is great.
But we definitely don't need it. I just love to have as many coffee accessories as possible. But we really don't have any. We have a V60 at our house, and we have an AeroPress. And I'm going to show you those later.
But for now, we are going to enjoy our food. Oh. We'll talk to you again soon.